Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here with the weekend shift. Man, it was a great week and a great month. I am so glad October came. Thank you so much. I need sound effects. I'm going to work on that because right now the Angels will be playing and there would be horns and all kind of stuff. October was great. Why? Because September chopped everybody up and it was terrible. It sucked. October, lots of follow through on the upside and the downside. Lots of good things, and the earnings season can't beat that, right? How many people in the chat? How many people in the chat? What do we got here? We got a lot of good people out here. Hey, shout out to Gunny B for being out here today from Alex Options. Oh, so awesome. Someone give me a number. How many people in the chat? How many? Give me a 100. How many people? Also, big shout out to Sunshine and a couple other people out there from the UK. It is 6 p.m. where you're at. That's right. The Strat is global. Welcome to Cynthia Group, all things the Strat. And how did you like Michael Dang all week? Wasn't that awesome? All week you came in Monday. You worked with Rob all day long, and then you watched Michael Dang go through his awesome picks and review of the week, even talking some technical analysis stuff, which I know normally the stratters are like, what are you talking about? But no, not the way. It's great the way Michael Dang does that, and it's great for everyone. And like I said, with the weekend shift, this is a safe place, and if we didn't come here to lose, okay, we came here to win. And if you got something that shows me that'll work with the Strat, and that's what I want to see. So Michael Dang, great. Yeah, he was. That's right, Sunshine. He was amazing. And then we went straight into the Power Hour. That was a big Monday. I mean, that was a long one, but it wasn't long because it wasn't boring. Nope, it was fun. And then I watched Michael Dang all week, even all the way up until the very end, Friday. So get in there with Michael Dang. If you used to do technical analysis or still do, and it just makes sense to you, get with Michael Dang. All right. I never knew what a distribution day was before. We used to call him puking to the downside, but not Michael Dang. And that's awesome. So, and then also it's the end of the month. That big giant deal with Rob's Room for $99 for 6 months is ending October 31st, which is tomorrow. And I'm going to talk to Cynthia Group, and because that's all the way up till, I'm going to see if they can keep it open all the way to midnight. Like, keep it all the way, keep it there, just in case that one werewolf on midnight wants to join for $99 for 6 months. I mean, keep it, just, keep it there. That's the Strat Soldier for 6 months with Rob. But anyway, wait, man, it was great, wasn't it? So this was great month. So let's get to it. Let's talk about what we're going to talk about this week. Let's look at the screen. All right, here we go. This is how, these are all my charts. Okay. This is how I have my charts set up. I got the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the 60. All right. All my charts are up just like this. Why? Because it shows me time frame continuity. One of the three universal truths of the Strat. What is time frame continuity? Time frame continuity is just talking about the color. Okay. What was Friday? Friday was full time frame continuity to the upside on the SPY. This is the SPY. 3-3 on the month. My goodness, what are you crazy? 3-3 on the month. Never traded something like this. Sarah, the Strat Sniper, was saying the last time this happened was 1937, 1931, the 30s. Okay, Sarah was talking about that, so shout out to her. So we'll see what happens here, okay? Back in the all-time highs. Here's your time frame continuity. Green on the month, green on the week, green on the day, and then green on the 60s. Anytime these 60s were green, they were buying it, okay? Full time frame continuity to the upside. What's going on, people in the chat? We got about 20-some people in there. That's okay. I want you guys in here in that live chat so I can talk to you guys. And we're going to go through some good things, and hopefully, and we are going to do some chart requests. We're gonna make it happen. So full time frame continuity to the upside. Here we go in the SPY. Look at that. All right, what did the diamonds do? Okay, this is Dow Jones. Same thing, full time frame continuity to the upside. You got your 2-2 reversal month here, and then look at these weeks. Bam, all the way up. Okay, earnings season, other things like that. But anytime the month, the week, the day, and the 60s are green, that's full time frame continuity. Okay, Q. Look at that. Oh, I still got a broadening formation drawn on that joker. It's a little ugly. Excuse all my lines. But again, same thing. All right, let's get this guy over here. Look at that. 3-3 on the month as well in QQQ. All right, going back to the SPY. If you cannot see all these charts all at once, okay, just because I do pay for this, all right? So if you can't see all the charts all at once, I want you to know that you need to go through all of them individually, okay? Let's do this. Let's go to this one and blow it up and give them. I'm going to put on the numbers for the kids in the back, all right? Bam, all right? There's your numbers for the kids in the back. All right, we believe there's only 3 ways anything can trade. All right, we're gonna have to go back a little bit on this one. You got your scenario one. Neither side of the previous range is taken out. Okay, we want to align. We got to go through the basics so you guys know what I'm talking about. Because today we're going to talk about how to. Give me a different one. We're going to talk about how to set up a list for the month. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about. All right, so right here, I'm going to blow this up for you guys. Scenario one. I get a lot of questions about this. Scenario one, real big, real slow. Let me slow it down for you guys. Sunshine says I need to see the numbers. I get it. All right, this is kind of ugly here. I'm doing it for a reason. Okay, let's turn these numbers off just for a second. All right, see this bar right here, this bar doesn't take out either side of this bar here, the previous range, which is the bar on the left. Okay, bar on the left. All right, I got the high and the low marked of this bar. That's your scenario one. Okay, inside bar. All right, you don't want to trade anything while it's consolidating. Okay, this is the price consolidating right there. Inside bar. All right, let's get this off here. All right, scenario two takes out one side of the previous range. All right, this is a scenario two. Nope, that's a scenario three. Sorry, this is scenario two because it takes out one side of the previous range. Look at the bar to the left. Okay, this is the scenario three. All right, those were pretty tight, and we do count the wicks. Okay, this takes out one side of this bar. Okay, this is scenario three. It took out both sides of the previous range. The bar immediately to the left of it. Okay, let's go here. I'm gonna blow this up for you guys. Okay, if you've been now, I'm going over this for the new people in here. But if you've been following me since this is episode 9, if you've been following me since episode 1, you know what I'm talking about. All right, good. Keep seeing it because the strat is repetitive. Okay, this is a scenario 3. It takes out both sides of this bar. Okay, on a smaller time frame, I'm on the weekly right now. On a smaller time frame, this is a broadening formation where they bought it up and they sold it down. All right, and then the buyers stepped up, and then it took the price to the upside. Now you got a 3-2 reversal right here. I wouldn't, for example, on a 3-2 reversal, I would not have touched this anywhere in here. I would have waited until it crossed this green line. Shout out to Gutty B because we call that the action line. After that action line, then I'm hitting it. Bam! As soon as the ask is above that, as soon as it's offered above this 3, I'm hitting this joker and I'm putting my stops. This is a long bar, so this is not really a good one right here because that's a lot of risk right there. But normally your stop would go right here, 1 cent below the bar that took out the previous range right here. And then look at that. Okay. Now got a little wonky right here. You got to make a decision. Did it really reverse on you? No. Then right here, okay, there's decision time. You know what I mean? Because that's your scenario 3. Okay. You could have cut it right there and still made some profit. You could have cut it right there and still made some profit. But if you had your stop way down here, you know what I mean? Hey, this didn't stop me out. I'm staying in this thing. You know what I mean? It would have kept going up. And then you cut it right here, a 2-2 reversal to the downside. All right, 150. That's just an example. Okay, that's just an example. We're gonna go through some stuff here. All right, that was a quick run through of what we're looking at. The scenarios. We saw some really good stuff this month, didn't we? We saw what's some good ones. You guys were in the chat. Put the stop at the bottom of the second bar before the 3. Yeah, that's that example right there really wasn't the best because that's a lot of risk. Okay, I was just showing you where you could put your stop with something like that. Trading common would be the best. Okay, if you're working options from 425 down to 416. You got to have nerves of steel. It's a family show, so I'm going to say nerves of steel. Okay. What was some good stuff that we saw this week? What was it? What was the thing? Oh, let's go to net because I remember that one. Net was a good one this month. Okay. Let me get these other things off here. Net was a good one for me. Or for us this here that Rob was yelling at in the chat big time. Net. All right, let's go to the month. What happened on the month? 3-3 on the month. All right. If you wanted to get in on net just in October alone, all right. Right here, 3-3 on the month. That's not a reversal we normally talk about, but that's how you could have got in on that. Drop down to the weeks. This is a reversal we definitely want to get in on. A 2-2 reversal to the upside right here. All right. 2 down, 2 up. They took the price down, scenario 2 down, scenario 2 up right here at 128.65. That's another, this is an arbitrary stop. Just in general, 111.83. And then bam, all the way up to 194. My goodness, that's a good one. Net. How quickly after you go green do you break even? So honestly, if this was me, I did not trade net. I did other things. Okay, let's just say I put my stop here. All right, let's just say I put my stop here and it's working. Okay, and this is this is on the weekly chart. And it's going. So once I get this scenario 2 here, all right, I'm putting my stop even. Okay. Dang it. I can't put there you go. I'm going to put my stop even. All right. As soon as I get this scenario 2 here, once it starts going, once I get that next 2-2 continuation, then I put my stops even. Now, there is a chance this could reverse all the way back down and I get stopped out with nothing. That's you know what I mean? But I don't take a loss. That's when you start getting good at the strat, that's when you start making decisions. Okay, you could drop down to a lower time frame. And once it starts reversing on the 60 or the 30, then you take your profits or get stopped out on a portion. You can do that. You can get stopped out on a portion and then let it run, let the remainder run and then add to it. That's up to you. Once you learn the strat, you can do anything. Okay. You can do a lot more than you think. All right. When do you enter a 3 halfway up? No. Enter I said a 3-3. The 3-3 reversal is not. I should say that it's not a thing, but you can trade it. Okay. It's not on that strat. There is a strat reversals chart that is out there on Twitter. Talk to anybody using the strat hashtag. They will give it to you. The 3-3 is not on there. I was just showing you an example. Okay. But you don't want to get in the middle of this. Okay. Because this is them. Remember, they're selling the price up, they're buying it up, selling it down. All right. So they can do it again. You always want to go once you're above the previous range. Okay. So there's your 136.64. Okay. Never in the middle. Okay, people. Someone asked me, once this starts, once this thing goes green, do I start scaling in on a smaller time frame, hoping it goes above here and this trigger isn't? No, 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 no. Unless you're go back to episode 7 where I talk about the action, excuse me, the strat trade checklist. You would have to find a reversal on the 60 that triggers the daily, that triggers the weekly, that triggers the monthly, and then that's a legit way to get in on a position, and because you got combinations working. But you never just want to just, oh, okay, there's a potential 3-3 here. It's potential, outside month. I'm going to start scaling in now and see what happens. Like, no, that's not what we do. Okay, all right. Let's see here. Thank you, Sunshine. I'm glad that thank you so much. Sorry about that. I give it so much attention to Sunshine here because she's in the UK. I know she's got she is busy. Shop was a pivot machine gun. Let's talk about Shop. Let's talk about Shop. SHOP. All right, Shop on the month. All right, you're looking for a 2-2 reversal on Shop. All right. All right, that's a lot. You got Shop money. You want to trade that? That's good. That's good. Look for next month for potential. Looking for a 2-2 reversal on the month. All right. The first magnitude to take out is 1586, and then at the top of the Brogdon formation is 1648. Let's look for that pivot machine gun. Ooh, there's one right there on the daily. All right. There's earnings. Bam, 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 bam. These guys right here at 1380. Worked that sucker all the way up to 1506. That worked. Let's see anything on the 60s. All right, so we had earnings. Those earnings came out, which was red. This is another reason why I don't work. I cut all my positions right before the earnings because it's a freaking gamble. I don't care what anybody says. It is. Okay, so because look at this, the earnings were bad. Oh no, it was bad. What did the price do? Shoot up to the sky. Oh man, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And then give me something in the chat that you want to see that went to the downside because it beat earnings. That's what happened to Zoom. What was it? July, maybe August, I think it was. Zoom beat its earnings and then opened up $59 below. Golly, these earnings, I tell you what. But anyway, right here, 1374. You could have find a reversal in on that right here, 1374. 1 bar red strat to the upside, bam, 3-2 up to 1506. All right, and then you definitely could have took it here and made some profits, or you know what I mean, depending on what you're doing with the strat. Here's your 60s. All right, you could if your stop's way down here, you could still be in this. 1589. You could still 1359. You could still be in this, but you definitely could have took your profit here on this 1 bar red strat to the downside. 1-3. Just took it at 1468. Yeah. Apple. I told you. Did you watch episode 7? I said there'll be a reversal to the upside. This thing's going to the highs, and then all of a sudden there'll be some bad news, and they hate the new phone. And it happened. Go watch episode 7 because it happened. I told you. Let's see. Go back to the month. This is how we do it. Let's go to the month. All right, 2 up on the month. 2 up on the month. We might get a 2-2. Right now, it's cooking. It might be cooking the inside month here. It's looking to do that. But the weeklies, here's your weeklies. 2-2 reversal right here at 144.13. You could have worked that all the way up until earnings, and then earnings comes out. Huge gap down to 148, and then just puked all the way down to 146. But then what happened? Okay, so you can sit there and go, oh no, I was in Apple, and I bought, I don't know, you bought shares because I don't want to talk about calls. Oh man, that's bad, right? So but let's just say you had shares in this thing and it was at 152 and they hate the phone or whatever. And then the price opens up way down here. All right. You don't have to freak out. All right. Cut your position. All right. But what did you have here? Yeah, your 2-1-2 reversal to the upside. Okay. 2-1-2 reversal right here at 147.96. And where's your stop at? This is a better tighter stop. Okay. 147. And your stop with 147. This thing is just putting lines everywhere. All right, 147.96, and your stop would have been at 147.87. If you're working shares, okay, you could do that. Okay, that's way too much of it. No, it's not too tight. Okay, all right, put your stop right here. Put your stop right there. All right, 2-1-2 reversal to the upside. Now, if you would have kept your stops even, you wouldn't have got stopped out of that. Okay, let's just say this is what I did. Okay, you want to know what I did? I got in. I did not take that first reversal because I was doing other things. I took this one. Okay, 149, 2-2 reversal. The reason why I'm showing you that is because there's a lot of people out there saying you gotta take positions right at the beginning of the day, or you got to the only action happens in the first 2 hours. Not true. Okay, right here at 13:30. 13:30, that's 1:30 for civilians out there. All right. Actually, 2:30 right here is the actual reversal when this happens. Okay. 2 down, 2 up. All right. Took 2 hours for this to set up. And because you had 2 down and then 2 up. Okay. They took the price down. They took it back up. You get in here. All right. Now, if you're working shares or options, that's up to you. I work shares. It's easier for me. And I don't have to worry about slippage and all these other things. Okay. Ford. Let's talk about Ford. And then we're going to get into what I want to talk about. But let's talk about Ford. We're going to talk about, someone said Starbucks in the chat. But Ford. Okay. All right. Man, this was embarrassing. Ford, you made it to the gap list. Okay. That's awesome. What'd you do? Nothing all day. That's what you did during that. You traded sideways. No, what actually happened was, let's see if we can drop down to the 5 minutes on the, oh man, we're gonna have to go back a lot here. Right here. All right, so I was watching this. I did not jump in on this. I wanted to, but I was busy, and that's okay. All right, so the 5 minute bars, Ford gaps up all the way up to 1682. 1682. Then you got your 2-2 continuations and went all the way up to 1758. All right. And I'm like, I'm waiting for this thing. So this is a big green bar up, and I'm like, heck yeah, this is going to be good. It's going to be good all day. We're going to hit 18. We're going to hit the top of the broadening formation. This is going to keep, this is going to be great. And then, you got 2-1-2 here. And then you got your 2-2, 2-1-2 reversal right here. They got a little messy right here, and then they got 2-1-2 reversal all the way down right at 1728, and then it turned into a shooter in this area. And then let's go back to the 60s. Go back to the 60s. I had this big shooter right here. So, all right, I'm going to show you a trade that did not work for me. Okay. I got a put, shooter and force. So I got a put right here. All right. Pretend you don't see all these other bars because it wasn't there. All right. And then it started chopping around in here because a shooter and force, it went in force just for a hair. Then it started chopping around in here. All right. And then when it went 2-2 reversal right here, I cut it. You know what I mean? I cut it. This is not, it's there. It could be going to the upside, I'm not going to sit in this put. So I cut it. I cut the put, small loss. And then the very next day on the 60s, okay? Here's another put. I got in on the daily. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, Ford. Let's go to the daily right here, okay? That shooter went in force on the daily, all right? Down here. It did go in force. Look at this guy. Look at that. It did go in force all the way down to 1655. and I got in on another put at the end of the day, okay, because you had your 2-1-2 reversal to the downside on the right here. So I got back in on a put here, 2-1-2 reversal. All right. Then this little funky, because this did go 2-1-2 down, and then the last hour closed green. The very next day, day opens, shooter in force on the daily. Michael Dang said the algo flow was bearish, so that ties in the Michael there. Dang, because it's true. I asked him about it on his show. He said, you don't trade boomer stocks. Whatever, man. And the price did go all the way down to 1655. Okay. And then I'm looking at the 15ers, and I'm trying to do some stuff that, Alex Options, was talking to me about, the ATR. And once it crossed up here, here it goes, 2-2 reversal right here. Bam, 1663. All right, this thing's not dying. It's not dying. And then about right here, it was above the ATR. And this thing is going to the upside. I don't need no indicator to see that. I turned that, I cut the put, turned the ATR off, and I bought shares right here. I cut the put, bought shares, because that's what I do, right here. 3-2 to the upside. Bam. Right there. All the way up to 1736. Okay. And then I put my stop about right here. And I got stopped out with a small profit. Small. But the reason why I'm showing you that is because I didn't just hold on to it. I didn't just say, shooter in force on the 60. It's got to go. I'm watching this ATR. It's red. It's below the ATR. Or the 9 SMA or things like that. It's got to go. It's got to go. It has to do it. No, I trade what's happening right now, and right now it's reversing on. It's reversing on me. It's reversing on anybody else who shorted this thing in their face. Cut it. Cut the trade that's not working. Trade what's actually happening. Okay. Trade what's actually happening. And so I made some money back from that put, and I wanted to keep going all the way up to the magnitude on this reversal here, because I was hoping to get that. I did get that 2-2 continuation a little bit here, but it was up to 1758. But whatever, I got stopped out with profit. That's all that matters. Okay. Tesla, you can't talk about this without talking about Tesla. But that's a failed trade for you on Ford. That's a trade that went in force to the downside. It wasn't working. I cut it, started working it to the upside. Trade what's happening right now. Okay. And then just so you guys know, that wasn't a dig on France or Alex Options. Okay. I want you to know that I'm using what you guys are teaching me. Okay. I can learn too. You can teach a cyber dog, new tricks. All right. But what I'm saying is, I got to a point where no, this was reversing to the upside. I cut it, trade what's happening right now, and I worked it to the upside. Okay. Tesla 2-2 reversal on the 60s. No, on the dailies. This thing just blasting into the highs. I tried to work this in July, and it's hard to hold. It's hard to hold. Right here, got your 3-2 reversal, 3-2 reversal right here, all the way up to, let me see here. Let's put a line there. 3-2 reversal on the daily at 869.49 into the highs. Okay. And then people tried to, these shooters right here, we talk about actionable signals. Our actionable signals are shooters, hammers, inside bars. Here's your shooter. Did it go in force? No. Here's another shooter, inside bar. Did it go in force? No. Okay. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. It went 2-1-2 continuation to the upside and still into the highs. All right. It is an exhaustion risk, but that doesn't mean cut it immediately. That means watch for reversal down. Okay. So they could start taking profits. All right. And be careful shorting Tesla. Okay. We've seen people get burned on that. Okay. Do you short also? Is it mostly long? On me personally, I like going long. I will short stuff, but the Strat Soldier is terrible options. Okay. No, I'm just No, it's easy with how busy I am and the things I do. It's easier for me to go long. It's easier for me to go long, and when I do short stuff, it's going to be with options, and I will do things to the downside with options. But like you've seen in my example on Ford, it's just easier to go shares to the upside. So if you are good with options, do it. Okay, how do we create? Let's go into what I want to talk about. How do we create a monthly watch list? Because the month is over. Do I do mental stops or always hard stops? Always hard stops, and that's why I do shares, because I like putting the stop, right there, and I don't have to worry about it. I go back to work. Okay. I go back to doing other things. Hard stop. And then the reason why I also like hard stops is because people will see a trade that's not working, and they will just stay in it. Deer in the headlights look, just staring at this is not working. It's going red. Well, maybe to reverse up. It ain't. they're just staring at it, and they freeze. So I like hard stops. It gets me out. Okay. Now, if you're a crazy person like Jim Bradley, you're smashing buttons at the open and you're getting out 7 seconds later. Use mental stops. But hard stops always for me. Let's see here. So how do I create a monthly watch list for next month? Okay, that's what I want to talk about. Stop levels or trailing stop. I use stop levels. If it reverses to the downside on me, I want to get out immediately. Okay, so let's go through real quick. How do I make a watch list for the month? All right. So what I'm going to do is Rob has not put out a micro vid yet. He will do that, I'm sure, sometime later today or tomorrow. And he didn't sit out a weekly vid just yet. Should be out tomorrow. Okay. So if I've been working the strat, I like this stuff, but I don't have a watch list for next week. What do I do? For next month? What do I do? So I can go down to the sectors. Okay. Let's go through the sectors. XLK. What do I got? All right. XLK, everything's up to the upside. Okay. It's to the upside. All right. So XLK, if I'm looking to go long, XLK. So I have a watch list of everything in XLK. So then I can go to my holdings in XLK and look for anything. I'm looking for reversals to the upside. Okay. All right. What did the main chart show? The main chart showed a 3 on the month. Okay. Most things 3 on the month. I'm looking for reversals. I'm looking for hammers, shooters, inside bars. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. How do I create a watch list for the month? All right, AC, and we're not going to go through all of them. We're just going to go through a few. Okay, 3 on the month. Is that a reversal? You can probably get a 3-2 on that, but it's at all-time highs. No, we'll skip it. Adobe. All right, it's already 3-2 reversal. It's already going. Okay, skip it. You're on the daily. Yes, I am on the daily. Go back. Thank you very much in the chat. Thank you, Jones. Thank you. Go back to XLK. Thank you. All right, still 3 on the month. that's why I said that. That's why I thought I was in the right chart. All right, 3 on the month. Thank you very much. That's why I love people in the chat. All right, 3 on the month. ACN, 3 on the month. Not an actual signal. Adobe. All right, I couldn't get a 2-2 reversal here. I got earnings coming out on December 1st. Okay, so it's going to be back at all-time highs here very soon. So, but there is a potential 2-2 reversal on Adobe. The magnitude on that is not very far, so I'm going to skip it. ADI, not an actionable signal, not a shooter, not a hammer, not an inside bar. ADI, skip it. ADP, 2-2 reversal already in force all the way up to the upside. Not a reversal, skip it. Adidas. All right, a potential, mine's delayed for some reason, but a potential 2-2 reversal right here. You could put this on the chart. You can put this on your monthly watch list. Potential 2-2 reversal right here, right above 285. All right, 285. Your magnitude on this thing, give me a line here. Your magnitude on this thing is 306.45. Is that good magnitude? Yes. Okay. It's got earnings. It's got earnings in November. It says November 1st here, but you'd have to drop down to the weekly or daily and trading view to see where it's really at. But I would have to watch out for earnings to see what that does, because that will affect the setup. But potential 2-2 reversal on Adidas right at 285 to 306. Put that on the list for the month. Okay. See how that works. All right. I'd call that an ugly hammer, but definitely a 2-2 reversal to the upside. There's your setup. Autodesk 3. You could probably get a 3-2 reversal right here to 245. You could potentially put that on the list, but I want to stick to what I've always been telling you: hammers, shooters, inside bars. Okay. This is starting to make sense out here in the chat. This is Doji in AKAM. Skip it. AMAT. Potential 2-2 reversal, but that's not an actionable signal. Skip it. I'm looking for actionable signals. AMD all the way up to the highs already. Skip it. All right, ANET. All right, 3. You're starting to see a pattern here. Okay. All right, 3. Potential 3-2 to the upside, but not a hammer or a shooter or an inside bar. I've already done this for you. I just want to show you how you can go through all your charts on your own. You don't need scanners. Okay. Potential 3-2 reversal right here, and CDW. That's a little doji-ish there. All right. CRM all the way up to the highs. All right. That's at all-time highs, not an actual signal. Awesome. Awesome, Kate. Oh, Kate G's in the house. Kate G, gangster. She's in there. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on in here. I need to cut all this stuff off. You delete all this stuff for you guys. But potential 2-2 reversal at 56.72. The magnitude on this is 59.72. You see that? See that? All right. You could put that on the list. All right. CTSH. Not an actionable signal. Skip it. All right. So you guys see what I'm talking about. All right. You guys see what I am talking about. Awesome. Good. I'm glad you like this. Okay. So that's how you would go down all the sectors. Now, let's go to the next one. Labu. This is all like biotech stuff. What's it doing on the month? All right. It's this weird little 2 here. I say weird because it didn't really go to the downside. It's just kind of sitting there. So it's potential 2-2 reversal. If it was, I don't know, this thing, it could still go 2 down, or, it could go 2 up. If it goes 2 up at 58.48, you got 2-2 reversal up to 71. Okay. All right. So there's your sector, Labu, biotechs. Okay. So then you go down all the holdings. You can Google this stuff. Potential 3-1-2 reversal to the upside on ABBV. Okay. There's your actionable signal, inside bar. Put that on the list. Okay. For the month, the magnitude for ABBV is 121.53. Okay. That's some good magnitude. All right. That's a good one. Put that on the list. ACAD. What do we got? It's already got a reversal working on it. It didn't go very far. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch that one. Skip it. ADVM. I don't know what that is, and that's not a actionable signal. Doji outside month here. I would skip that one for AGIO. AKBA. Skip it. All right. All-time highs for it's nasty Doji 3 for ALKS. It's already at the top of the Browning formation. Skip it. ALLK. Not an actual. Could go 2-2 reversal to the downside if you like short and stuff. Okay. Magnitude is the target, Steve. Yep, magnitude is the target. Now, reason why we call it magnitude, let's go to ABBV again. Okay, the reason why we call it magnitude is because what's the potential here? Okay, yeah, we got targets. People like talking about pivot machine guns and stuff, and that gets a lot of attention because it's fun to say. But magnitude, okay, I want to see what is the potential profit on this thing if I take it from 114 to 112. That's some good magnitude, okay? Potential profit, okay? That's the stuff I want to get in on. Something that's what's one that we skipped? Let's go to one that we skipped. Here. It's at $2.27. Okay, potential 2-2 reversal at I don't know. Let's mark it so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, this is potential 2-2 reversal and potential pivot machine gun. Okay, but look at how tight this thing is. Look at how tight this is. Okay, the magnitude is 2. It goes in force at 252, and the magnitude for the first bar is 257. That's not worth my time. Okay, that's not worth it. That's why I personally don't spend my time looking for stuff like that because it's too tight. Okay, this reversal, ABBV. Okay, remember that the reversal is only supposed to take out this bar here. That's all we're looking for. And if it keeps going, that's awesome. If you keep getting 2-2 continuations, that's good. But the magnitude of the very first of the reversal, and this is exactly why we get in as soon as it trades above 114.92. That's a great year. All the way up to 121. Okay, the reversal. You want the reversal to take this here. Okay, the top of the Browning formation there. Okay. Now, if you get a 2-2 continuation, it keeps going, great. But your job, the job of the reversal is to only take out the top of this 3. That's it. Okay. So that's what I'm sorry, I'm looking at the chat here. That's what you want to do. Okay. You want to look for stuff that has big magnitude. Okay. Targets. We're looking to catch large moves. This down here, yeah, potential pivot machine gun if it takes all these things out, but not worth my time. I'm not bashing pivot machine guns or what people like doing. I'm just saying there's not a lot of magnitude here. Okay, skip it. But yes, magnitude is targets. Okay, same thing. Take the top of the 1 of the 3, right? Yes, on that, on 3-1. All right, so APLS. Could you possibly get a 2-1-2 reversal to the upside on this, and the magnitude be 66.48? It would, inside bar can go either way, but it's closer to going to the downside. 2-1-2 continuation to the downside on the month. Okay. All right. Let me keep going here. All right. Again, going through the sectors. Create my own watch list for the month. All right, it's going to look just like this. Now you can do this on your own. I'm going through the sectors here, but you can do it on your own potential pivot machine gun here. Now this is a little better on ATNX. That's a little better. All right, right at 303 in the 391. Whatever you want to do with that. But that would be better. Yeah. Would you say mother bar issues on APLS? Let's go back to APLS real quick. Yeah, definitely mother bar issue. It could be mother bar issues. Mother bar issues is this big giant 2 and then a bunch of little bars trading inside of that. What's it doing on the quarterly? Oh yeah, inside quarter 2. And it's the end of the year. Yeah, not touching this. APLS, not touching this. I was just trying to show. So this is more than likely going 3-1-2 reversal or continuation to the downside. APLS. It's an inside bar, so I'm going to give some attention to it. Good question there. Good question. In the UK, which is like 6 o'clock out there. Isn't that crazy? So anyway, going through the sectors, let's go through ETF, XLE with the energies. What's the energies doing on the month? It's already 2 up on the month. All right, it's already going. Let's look down the sectors. Same, BR, BKR, same. COG with, yep, right here, COG. Go. Same thing, okay? Oh, my thing's freezing here. Yep. COP, same thing. They're all, you can see where they all match the main ETF chart. They're all up in the high. So I'm not seeing any reversals in here. You know what I mean? You got potential 2-2 reversal on the downside and FTI, whatever that is, to the downside. Okay. All right. So next one, tech, XLK. What's the doing on the month? Already up at the highs. Okay. 3 up on the month at the highs, 161.53. But I'm going to you can keep looking through here and see what didn't reverse to the highs. Potential 2-2 reversal on Adobe. The magnitude is not very high on that, but depending on what you trade and how you trade, you could probably work it. Not seeing a lot here. Not seeing a lot of reversals in this. Okay. Looking down, AMAT. Potential 2-2 reversal. It gets right here, 141.47, but that's not an actionable signal. Okay. Skip it. How do you do your allocation? Is it a couple of stock triggers at the same time? A couple of stock trigger at the same time? Consolidating action. Give me ask that a different way. What do you mean your allocation? All right. Again, just showing you how you can go through the charts on your own. Scanners are great, but it's just a tool. Okay, it's just a tool. Okay, I'm not seeing any actionable signals in tech to the upside. I'm not saying they're all not. I'm just saying, look, not seeing a lot potential 2-2 reversal right here. That's not a hammer, but you could get a 2-2 reversal here at 192. Don't touch it until it gets to 192. Okay, but that was CDW. Here we go. I think I looked Cisco. Okay, all right. Potential 2-2 reversal right here. Bunch of lines. Let me get rid of this stuff for you. 2-2 reversal right here above 56.72. All right. And the magnitude is 59.72. All right. 56.72 to 59.72. Okay. That's your magnitude. You might want to put that on the list. Okay. See what I'm doing? All right. So then you go down. So I did all this, even healthcare and retail. I've seen a lot of stuff in retail. I'm going to click something here that says 2-2 up on the month, but it's not 2-2 up on the month yet. Okay. In trading view, ignore this. This is not 2-2 up on the month yet. Okay. But in the symbol distribution in my watch list for next month, just something I could be looking at. There's a lot of reversals and potential reversals in retail and in healthcare. And then you got some other things here. We'll go look at them. But there's a lot in retail and there's a lot in XLV. Okay. Are you looking for 2-2 reversals of the monthly to play? Spotty connection, my bad. Apologies if you answered. Oh, okay. Yeah. Looking for how to create a watch list for the month. Okay. How to create a watch list for the month. So let's go to some potential. I'm running out of time here. Let's go to some potential reversals for the month. All right. Look at that. Letter A. That's out of healthcare. XLV. All right. And that's a nice hammer right there. All right. 159.92 up to 179.57. There's your two. That's a 2-2 reversal setup on the month right there. That's what I want to get in on. Okay. That's something I'm definitely going to look at. All right. They took their profits. Awesome. Buyers step back up. They like it. Are they going to step up and reverse this back up to the upside? Okay. That's the stuff I want to see. That's a good one. Letter A. I already talked about ABBV. All right. ABV. Potential 3-1-2 reversal to the upside. Your actionable signal is this inside bar. You don't need to have a red 2 for a 2-2 bullish 2-2 reversal. No. Go back to letter A. All right. Letter A. This they took the price down. This was red, okay? And then the buyer stepped up and they took it back up and it closed as a hammer, okay? 2 down. Remember, a scenario 2 only takes out one side of the previous range. This thing went 2 down, okay? Remember my my trade in Ford. It did go 2-2 reversal down on the month, or excuse me, on the day, okay? But then the buyers stepped back up, and then you know, you have to go back and watch that. But you know, it took me out. I had to cut my put, buy some shares, okay? But this, you don't need it. This does not have to be red first, okay? No. Can you show the daily on how we trade, how to trade DWAC? Okay, DWAC. Okay, yeah, we'll get to it. Running out of time here, but letter A, go back to letter A, ABV, ABC, potential reversal here. Okay, I'll put that on there. All right, 2-1-2 reversal to the upside. All right, they did take, this is a 2 down. Okay, even though this is green, it's still a 2 down. It's below this one. This is a 2 down, even though it's green. Okay, 2-1-2 reversal to the upside. The magnitude is 47. Okay, BMY on the month. There's that hammer. There's that hammer. Now, are they going to do it? Hope so. But if not, I'm not going to touch it. All right, or this fails. Okay. All right, 60, right at 60.03 up to 67. That's a pretty good magnitude. They beat it up for the last 3 months. Let's see what they want to do. Yep, let's get to that. I'm running out of time here. BURL, Burlington Coat Factory. We need some coats. All right, you want to talk about pivot machine gun on the month? Look at this. Hammer right here goes in force at 288. The magnitude on this is 314. The top of this right here is 357. Okay, that's the kind of stuff I want to look at. Cat tractor, slow, but potential 2-1-2 reversal to the upside. Okay, cat tractor 2-1-2 reversal to the upside on the month. Chewy dog food. All right. They make dog food. Potential 2-1-2 reversal on the month. You see that? 2-2 reversal on the month. I'm sorry. 2-2. All right. 2 down. We're looking for this to go 2 up, right at 76.35, right up to 89. All right. That's some good magnitude right there on the month. All right. That's some good magnitude. Let's keep going. Yep, let's see if we can get these chart requests real quick, because there's 50 setups in here for the month. And we'll see what happens on Rob's macro list and also on the weekly, his weekly vid. I just want to show you guys how to create a monthly watch list on your own, okay? Here's your broadening formation, looking for the 2-2 reversal at 120.59. The magnitude on this one is 130. Okay, that's the kind of stuff I want to look at. CRMT. Cisco, we already talked about Cisco. All right, potential 2-2 reversal to the upside. Carvana's a little finicky. The spreads are high. Okay, the spreads, it's a little spready. Okay, but if you're working shares, here's your hammer right at 308 up to 345. That's some good magnitude right there. Carvana. You have to talk to Michael Dang or Alex Options or France on options for the month. Also talk to a guy named CJ on Twitter. He also trades the Strat, inside bars, things like that, more technical analysis, hybrid thing. But he is good at options as well. Ask someone else about that on options. I trade shares. It's just easier for me, especially with these monthly setups, okay? I did give a bunch of stuff about, again, talked about a lot about magnitude on, but Dollar General, there's one in every town, Dollar General. The magnitude on the month, because it's only going to take out, it's supposed to take out this 2 up here. It's not a lot, but you got 239 up here, okay? All right. I just went through a whole spiel about magnitude. So if that's not good for you, don't touch it. Okay. DGX 2-2 reversal, potential 2-2 reversal at 149. All right. The magnitude on that is 160. DHR potential. There's your hammer, right? It goes in force at 315. The magnitude is at 334. Okay. Dick's Sporting Good. Dick's Sporting Good. This is a family show. The Dick's Sporting Goods. This is not an actual signal. Okay. But potential to, it's not a hammer, a shooter, or an inside bar, but potential 2-2 reversal on Dick's at 128 to 147. We'll see what they want to do with that potential. Okay. Facebook, they changed their name to Meta, whatever that's about. Okay. But it was this. Don't touch it until it goes up here. Okay. This is not a hammer, but potential 2-2 reversal right here at 345. Okay. Don't touch it until it gets there. You can watch this. Facebook's a good example of something you can just watch. Okay. All right. Now it's okay. All right. Now it's because right now it's setting up to be an inside month down here. But if this thing starts going and going, and then it gets to 345, what do you got? You got a 2-2 reversal in the month, and the magnitude is at 385. Okay. Going through what I've said before, is this a hammer? No. Is this an inside bar or a shooter? No. Skip it. I mean, you could skip it and I'd be fine with that. You know what I mean? FedEx has been falling. You know what? FedEx, Sarah has pivot machine guns. I say this thing has been falling down the stairs since June. Look at this. Bam, 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 bam. And then it fell down here. But then potential 2-2 reversal right here on, this is not a hammer. That's a 2. I put it on here because I thought that was an inside bar. But we count the wicks. Okay. So that's a 2 down, but potential 2-2 reversal at the bottom of the broadening formation at 241 up to 268. Okay. Might be looking at FedEx. Yep. Let me go through a couple more of these and then we'll go through some chart requests real fast. Some things you guys wanted to see. Hammer on HOLX. This is one of them healthcares out of XLV. Hammer right at 74.13, goes in force up to 80. Okay, that's a pretty good one. That's a hammer. Then I'll give you the 3-2-2 up here. 3-2-2. All right. Now I want you to go through your own stocks. I want you to go through your. This is an old note. I want you to go through your own stocks, your own universe. Look at the monthly chart. That's how you're going to come up with your monthly setups for, okay? Yes, use Rob's videos. Yes, use what other people are talking about. You know, if it works for you, trade it. But this is how you would do it, okay? All right, Kroger, hammer. All right, potential 3-2-2. It goes in force at $40.79 up to 48. That could be a good one, okay? Let me see. Yep, here's another one. Here's a good setup for a 3-2-2 on LH. Okay, 3-2-2. All right, potential above 288.07. Okay, let me get some good ones in here. There's a few more on here. I don't think there's anything. What was some good ones? Moderna. Okay, Moderna. I will be looking at this one. Hammer on Moderna. Okay, potential 2-2 reversal right here above 359. Okay, and the magnitude on that one is 465. I'm looking at that one. Okay, you want to talk about magnitude? 2-2 reversal to the upside. I'm looking at this joker right here. Okay, all right. All right, let's go to the chat real fast. We're going to go over time just a little bit, but DWAC. DWAC. Would you want to talk about DWAC in there? If you're still in the chat, what do you want to talk about in DWAC? It's outside month. All right. There's no actionable signal on this thing to keep working this thing. I would ignore it. Setting up for an inside month. DWAC was crazy. All right, you could have got in on, this was just nuts. I did not touch DWAC. Some people made a lot of good money on this. That's awesome for you. But if you didn't catch it down here, you didn't find a reversal in this, and it went all the way up to 175. That's awesome. But then where did the next day open up at? All the way down to 122. Okay, that's not for me. That is not for me. Zoom, ZM was something that I skipped. I did skip Zoom. But it is let's go to the month. Let's go to the month because we're looking for monthly setups, right? All right. You could say this is a potential 2-2 reversal to the upside. I already got a broadening formation drawn on this, but it's doji. It's this doji thing, okay? If you're going to look at this, this is not an actionable signal, okay? It's this doji weird thing. You could put this on your watch list and watch it, okay? To watch list. And if it goes at 286.49, you know what I mean? Then you got a 2-2 reversal and your magnitude's 307, okay? You can do something like that. If it's going, hit it, all right? But I'm just saying for a visual, you know, is this a hammer or an inside bar? No, and it's this ugly little thing here, okay? But is it a setup for a 2-2 reversal? Yes, okay? All right, so ZM, Zoom. What was another one in there? Oh, shoot. What was it? BI. Oh, no. Hey, you guys are killing me with, you know what, Sarah, this is your fault with all these abbreviations, okay? With all these abbreviations. BI, that's, you guys are calling that inside bars. What was the one in there? HMLY, going over time here. HMLY, but no, I typed it wrong. Put it back in the chat. BIIB is one people want to see here. Sip your group. Give me a little bit more time here. Just give me just a few more minutes here. I am not going to go too much longer. All right. What do you see here? All right. In the chat, what do you see? Do you see an actual signal to the upside? This is the month, BIIB. What do you see? Is it closer going to the upside or the downside on this? Anybody? Do you see a, that's, all right. I'm waiting for someone to answer that for me. Anybody? BIIB. Is there a reason to be in this? No. All right. No reason to be in this. All right. Yeah, it's going down and it's potential 2-2 continuation down. Okay. So there's no reason to be in that. We trade reversals. If you're trying to short something, if you know BA is dying, you know, it'd be great to short the BIIB is dying. It's great to be great to short this thing, but there's no reversal in, you know, you want to find a reversal into the red. Okay. So you would want to see this go green a little bit and then hit it. Okay. Good job, guys. Good job. I like that. Zen, ZEN, baby. Heck yeah, that was a good one for us. They were screaming Zen out there on Friday. Potential 3-2 to the downside. Look at that thing. Oh my goodness. All right, 3-2 to the downside. It goes in force at 92.37. Let's see what they want to do right now, setting up for an inside month. Piton. Set your group, keep me on just a little bit longer. All right, Piton, Peloton. This is not a hammer or an inside bar. Could it go 2-2 reversal to the upside? Yes, it could. You know, we trade what's happening right now. Put it on. You could put it on your watch list and just watch it. Okay, earnings coming up. Let's see what they want to do to that. They might murder it. Oh man, they might murder it. Oh yeah. He typed it back in here. HYLN. Let's do this. HYLN. All right. HYLN. I already had a broadening formation on this one, so I was watching it somewhere for something. All right, zoom. We got to zoom this joker in. Is that a hammer? Yes. Okay. It is a hammer. What's the magnitude on that first hammer? It goes in force at 849. Oh, there you go. 961. All right. 961, 1030. All right. Now, I'm not saying it's going to take out, you see me click all these things. I'm not saying it's going to take all that stuff out, and explode. But if it does, there's your reasons to stay in. Okay. I got this at 849. And, this is a good one. I'm going to, you know what? Watch this. Let me see here. Let's put this, add watch. Let's put this on the month. I'm going to put that on my watch list for the month. HYLN. Okay. Hammer. My actual signal is the hammer. 849 is the trigger. Bam, I'm in this thing. 961. If it keeps going, 1030. Okay. Now, if I get another 2-2 continuation, this is monthly charts, potentially up to, here's your bam, 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 bam. Okay. That's awesome. Hey, good job. Who typed that in there? Let me go. Hold on. Man, I'm going to call you Star. Star, that's a good one. You made the watch list, and that's live. Hey, that's awesome. Very cool. That's a good call out right there. It's got earnings in November, so I want to see what it does after earnings, and then if the earnings were good or bad or whatever after earnings is over, and that sucker triggers at 849. There's a reason to work this one. Good job on that one. Good one. Good one. Lost connection. No, I'm still here. I am still here. Okay. All right. So that's it for any more chart requests. Anyone? STGW. Is that a STGW? Almost done, Sippy Group. That is STGW. That is, if you're in this thing, cool, but that is not an actual signal in the month. BTBT, that's just fun to say. BTBT, Rob's yelling that one out. BTBT on the month. We look at that. BTBT 2-1. Now the I gave you all that stuff about magnitude. Okay, so it's not gonna. The very first magnitude on this thing is like pennies. Okay, so I did give you a bunch of stuff about magnitude. So it's only supposed to take out this one. But if this thing goes in force, it's going to immediately take out this one. Okay, and then the higher magnitude on this one's $20.74. Okay. Awesome. AVIR. Okay. Rob's been yelling that one out too. That's a good one. All right. Monthly watch list. All right. Look at the month. Okay. All right. Now this would be exhaust your risk to the downside. Okay. Why to the downside? There's no more, it's 3 down, and then there's nothing else to take out. All right. If this keeps going, so right now it's at exhaustion risk. Okay. To the downside. Doesn't mean it can't keep going down, but there's nothing else to take out. So I can't tell you anything about this one. AVIR, I would stay away from that one. CSX. All right, we gotta get to a point here. I love you guys working in the chat. Thank you so much. If you're in CSX, the railroads, I think I can. It's going well. What's it doing on the quarterly just for fun? It's 2 up on the quarter too. Okay. That's great, but there's no reversal here. You would have to drop down to the month or week to see if this thing keeps going. But there you go. For the next time, can we review broadening formations? Yes. Thank you so much. I'm going to write that down. We will talk about broadening formations next month, next show. It's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for being here. The main point of this show was how to make a watch list, your monthly watch list. Okay. That's how you do it. Awesome. The KG gangster. She likes that too. We'll talk about broadening formations next month. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here live. Thank you, Sepia Group, for letting me go over just a little bit longer. Thank you so much, UK. We are global. That's awesome. And, again, if you want to be in the chat with Rob and someone that's been 30 years in the business, that'll help you navigate all this stuff, get with Rob. Okay. That Strat Soldier, $99 a month for the first 6 months, that ends on Sunday. Okay. And I'm going to ask them to keep it all the way until midnight. Okay. get in there with Rob. I also created a how-to course, how to use Rob Smith's in the Black, and it's more, it's a document, not necessarily a video, and it's something you can reference all the time. And we're creating more content for Sepia Group so you guys can get in there and digest the strat and get on the level fast. Okay, so we got about 200 people in that how-to course. That's awesome. That means people are getting in there. They're learning the lingo. They're learning how to use all the videos, the weekend shift, they're using the weekend vid, the macro vid, the strat time report. They're using all the videos together to build their watch list and to work with Rob and talk to Rob. If you're in there with Rob, talk to him. Hey, I want to get in on CSX. How can I do that? All right, talk to him. Don't just watch. Okay, talk to him. And then for these videos, I want to say this. For these videos, people keep saying Rob doesn't give, the entries and exits and all that. That's not true. Okay, he's showing you the condition to look for. You're going to have to go to the chart and then put in your horizontal lines. Okay, and then see where I already showed you how to do it. See where the actionable signal triggers. See what the magnitude is. Okay, decide whether you want that. You want to work that. Okay, he's giving it all to you, but you're going to have to do a little bit of work on your own. Okay. But that's good, because then he's showing you what buys and sells will look like. Okay, he's not telling you just throw a bunch of money at Microsoft. It's at all-time highs. Throw a bunch of money at Tesla. It's at all-time highs. He's not telling you that. Okay, he's telling you what buys and sells look like. So when you are by yourself and you're not with Rob, because because of whatever, you're not with Rob, or you don't have time to get in there with Sepia Group with Rob. Because you're at work, okay? You can look up a chart and go, okay, I got an actual signal on this. I'm going to get in on this. You know what I mean? Or everybody's talking about this stock, DWAC. Everybody's talking about it. You pull up the charts on DWAC, and you can look at this thing and go, I don't want to get in on this. It's too messy. The action is terrible. You know what I mean? That's what Rob is teaching you. He's teaching you so you can do it on your own. He's not teaching, the strat to create dependency. If you want to learn a strat, you got to come over here. You got to, you got to stick with us. So, it's not that. He wants you to come in there with us, okay, and learn how to do this on your own so you can go out and be profitable, okay? And also for the small, you can do this on a small account. I'm still small account, and I'm consistent, okay? I am consistent. I don't post big, giant gains like, all these other traders. I don't care. I am consistently making winning positions and taking my profits. Okay. I'm not getting killed. I'm not getting murdered in here like other people. Okay. And that's fine. And that's our goal. That is our main goal. Rob teaches you to walk with no crutches. Yeah. But then Michael Dang, get in there with Michael Dang. If you like, real quick, Michael Dang, if you like technical analysis and you like talking about, trading in channels and bear flags and bull flags and all that stuff, get in there with Michael Dang, because that's very valuable. Okay. I watched Michael every day after the close to hear his review. And then he also gives you a watch list for the next day. That's awesome. That is very cool. And I mean, think about it. If you had a show that gives you a review of what happened all day long, and then gives you walks you through a a checklist of 4 or 5 stocks for the next day, I think that's worth it. Okay. I think that's 100% worth it. And he talks all that technical analysis stuff too, that relates to people that do that stuff, and shows you how the strat would work it as well. Okay. And that's awesome. Get in there with Michael Dang. Okay. If you are in there with Rob, Michael Dang's, if you already have a subscription with Rob, Michael Dang's room is about $30 a month, which is really, really super cheap. But if you're not, $75 a month. I think it's very, very valuable. I watched him, and honestly, I want to keep watching him. He's good. He's good at what he does. And thank you so much for being here. Sorry, Sepia Group, for going over time. I know you guys are busy, and thank you so much for taking out time to be here, be in the chat, participating, learning. I am the Strat Soldier. This is the Weekend Shift, and I'll see you guys out there in the Twitter sphere, and I'll see you next week. Peace.